So we have signed all the documents in the closing package. Your cash to close, the money that you're bringing to close, has been brought and has been deposited. And so here we go. So in this process, the escrow officer is going to be walking in and out, and then they're going to be waiting on the lender. And eventually, the lender's going to send an email saying you're okay to fund, because the lender's money is sitting at the title company, or at least it should be. And the lender's got to tell the title company, you're okay to pull the trigger, and the money gets sent and the seller gets made whole, right? So that money gets transferred to the seller right when the lender says you're good to go. So at that point, the escrow officer is probably going to walk out of the room. He or she's going to come into the room. She's going to have some checks. She's going to give a check to the realtors. She's going to give a check to the attorneys. And any overage that you had, meaning any extra money that they didn't use to the transaction, they're going to bring you a check too. So that brings us to this final point, which is always bring at least $500 more than what the lender says the cash to close is, because remember, these are all done by human beings and people make mistakes. So usually bringing an extra $500 to $1,000 if you can in your wire or in your cashier's check is good. You'll get the money right back at the closing table in the form of a check that everybody will honor. So at the end of it, you're gonna get your keys, you're gonna get up, you're gonna walk out, and boom, you own a property. So let's review everything that we've talked about so far. The offer, you've made an offer with your realtor, boom, your offer is accepted. You put down some earnest money. You get an inspection done. There's a 5-day attorney review period. Simultaneously, you get your loan in process. The lender takes an appraisal deposit. Home inspection takes place. The home inspector gives you a heart attack. But then your realtor calms you down and says it's fine, and then you talk to your spouse and they say it's fine, and so the attorney review period ends and you go past that point. Back to the loan, you are now in underwriting. You get your conditional approval. You get these list of conditions that you've got to satisfy with you and the processor as you work through it, and in the meantime, the appraisal gets done. You get clear to close. You've met all the conditions from underwriting. You get clear to close from the underwriter. Now your loan goes into the closing department. You get the CD from the closer. You've looked at it, you've reviewed it with your loan officer. You go to the closing, you sign, you pay, you get your keys, and boom. You're a homeowner. Congratulations. And that's the process basically. This whole thing was kind of guided for you to get a little bit more familiar with the process itself. Again, we didn't cover everything in detail, but I think this gives you a really good sort of glimpse as to all the things that could potentially happen, or typically do happen during the process. Give me a call. You can always reach out to me, 630-302-2700. If you want to be in business together as a referral partner, I'm always open for business in that respect. We can always sit down and talk on the phone or in person. Always welcome. But give me a call, send me an email. Thanks for participating. Take care.